Hi everybody, it's Rival Wex here, and today we're going to be looking at Paladins, the Retribution Paladins artifact quest for the Ashbringer. Currently, the Protection Paladin and the Holy Paladin are still disabled, so that's why we're going to take a look at Retribution today. So this would be a good time. We're going to go ahead and get started here to get our quest line for our Ashbringer. So this should be a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and get started.
Thank the light I found you. I must speak with you at once.
Alright, so we have Lord Maxwell Tyrosus here. And the name of the quest is The Fate of Azeroth. The Burning Legion devastated us at the Broken Shore, the mightiest army this world has ever known, reduced to cinders in mere moments. Our weapons glanced off their armor, our spells lost in a sea of fellfire. We need weapons capable of destroying Sargeras and his minions while we still have a chance. The greatest paladins the world over have gathered at Crassus Landing to discuss our next move. We're only missing you. Alright, so my quest objectives here are to join the greatest paladins of Azeroth at Crassus' Landing.
Excellent. Meet me at Crassus' Landing when you are ready. I've assembled the Argent Crusade's finest to join us to rescue High Lord Tyrion.
Okay, so we're going to go after Tyrion. That sounds good. Hopefully he's alright and we won't have to worry too much about him. Always kind of wondered how we're going to get the Corrupted Ashbringer. So, about to find out. So this is pretty similar. We're going to be going down to the Broken Shore, which is where a lot of things have happened because of, the giant invasion down there. Alright, so it looks like there's a table over here, and there are a lot of paladins that are flying around here with a lot of Argent Hippogriffs.
Greetings.
So he says, I trust you will find yourself in good company here. There are no greater soldiers of the light in all of Azeroth than those gathered here. It says, Weapons of Legend. We have identified several weapons of immense power in the world. Weapons capable of giving us a fighting chance against the Legion. Unfortunately, we've been unable to agree as to where we should first focus our efforts. You have the most experience out of all of us, Wex. You make the call. Alright, so I'm going to select an artifact weapon to pursue.
For the Alliance.
So, as I said, we're going to be working on the Retribution Paladin. We'll come back and talk about Truthguard and the Silver Hand later once we get to the Holy and the Protection Paladin videos, once they're actually open for me to run those quests. But today we're going to be dealing with the Ashbringer. So, it says, during our failed assault on the Broken Shore, High Lord Tyrion Fordring was lost, and with him our greatest weapon against the Legion, the Ashbringer. We need to return to the Broken Shore and recover Tyrion and the Ashbringer at all costs. Alright, we need to do that for sure. So we're going to get the Ashbringer at the end of this, and it's a two-handed sword, as everyone knows, and it's got secondary stats of crit and mastery. And the equip on this is, it says, Judgment has a 35% chance to cause 4 weapons of the light to smash your target, each dealing 4,614 damage. Alright, so a little bit of extra damage from the Ashbringer. So let's go ahead and say that. So I have the option here, like always, I can review my artifact weapon, and then I can change the choice if I'd like to, but we're not going to. We're going to go ahead and go with the Ashbringer. So he says, excellent, there's no time to waste.
Light bless you.
He says, the search for the High Lord. Somewhere out there, Tyrion is fading away, and the Ashbringer with him. We must not waste another moment. Give the word and we'll set off. We're ready when you are. Okay, so my quest objectives here, we're going to recover Tyrion Fordring and the Ashbringer from the Broken Shore. Well, I hope he's okay. I'd hate to lose him.
You brave souls have been chosen to strike into the depths of hell itself to rescue High Lord Tyrion. This is your last chance to turn back.
Oh, I'm not turning back. I'm going down
Ready
there.
yourselves, men. The Broken Shore awaits. We leave on our champion's command.
Alright, so my command is right now. We're just going to take off, and we're going to head down to that Broken Shore. You can see it's actually way down there. It's pretty nice looking from a distance, but they go ahead and port you there, it looks like. So we have to wait on the flight. That's kind of nice. Alright, so I'm going to lead the Paladins of the Argent Crusade into battle here.
The demons before us are all that stand between us and the Ashbringer. Regardless of the outcome, our families will know that we fought for the freedom and safety of our world. We move on our champion's command.
Well, I think today and right now is as good a time as any, so let's go for it. Pop them wings. Alright, so we're going to attack these guys. You see I've got an extra spell right here. Alright, so I'm using this spell where it whirls around me called Divine Hammer, and I love it. It looks so cool. Oh yeah. yeah. Wrecking these guys. You got nothing on me and my paladins. Oh man. Big infernals. That's okay, no big deal. I'm gonna pull you over to the other one because
We must persevere.
I can handle it. There we go. Alright.
I must finish breaking our nest.
Oh, there he goes. I'm gonna take off after you, buddy.
The
Let's go.
fiends have Tyrion. We have to act quickly. Champion, I'll signal for our hippogriff riders to get our following. Oh, you mortals are so vain, so arrogant. You will suffer for your hubris.
Yeah, you keep talking. I'm gonna come over there and kick your butt in just a minute.
Sundering of this one's soul has been taxing. It will be ours soon.
Oh, yeah, right. No, the light burns in my heart. I will never surrender. That's right. You can't take Tyrion. He's got... Oh, man. Doesn't look good for him, though. So... Yeah, well, I don't think so. We're going to pop the wings and go after you here. Oh, I should probably buff myself. I haven't even given myself Blessing of Kings. You can get Kings and Might. Oh, yeah, right. So there's all kinds of cool spells that we have now. He wasn't too bad. If you notice, my execution sentence is only on a 10-second cooldown now, which is a lot different from live. It's actually pretty awesome to be able to cast it all the time like that. Oh, man. So he's only got 852,000 health from 8 million, so he's only about 10%. Can I heal him up? Nope. Leave me. You must hurry. More come. Go. Alright. I'm assuming I go this way. Let's go ahead and head through here real quick. Now we got a couple of these ravenous spell stalkers. No big deal. Let's drop them. Oh yeah, man, paladins are hitting hard on these mobs. Definitely a lot better than some of the tank classes that I was playing earlier. This place is pretty neat, though. This nice little fell cave. It's a different cave than what you're used to. I mean, we've had the same caves in World of Warcraft for a long time. You see the models getting reused. So this is pretty nice to see something just a little bit different. So let's go ahead and take this guy out. We're going to use our Divine Storm here.
The Light's greatest champion has arrived to claim the Holy Ashbringer and lay waste to my kin.
Balnazar. Haven't seen you in a while. He says, they say only the pure of heart can wield the high blade. Come, champion, claim your destiny. Well, I plan on it. Oh man, right here's the Ashbringer. I can't believe it. So, like, it looks like this place has kind of been, yeah, it's definitely been wrecked, and there's just kind of a sword in the stone looking thing right here. So let's go ahead and pick this bad boy up. Alright, so we have the Ashbringer. Well, that's awesome.
I've been waiting for you, Paladin. Know that I will rip the soul from your flesh and make you
Oh, really? I don't see that happening.
I am Balnazar. Know that you are but a pawn in plans beyond your reckoning.
This guy's hardly doing any damage to me, and I'm a rep paladin right now.
Burn everything, my pets.
I can't interrupt him
Only
for some reason. Oh, I'll take them out. No problem.
never again will that damned blade slay my brethren. You will die.
It's slaying your brethren right now, bro, and there's not much you can do about it. I'm about to slay you.
You think this is over, Paladin? Our journey together has just begun. Champion, you must come quickly. Tyrion called for you by name. I fear he does not have long for this world. Hurry!
Oh no.
We have to get out of here before more demons come. Quickly. The High Lord is just outside the temple.
I know, I just passed him. Looks like we have some dead Stormwind footmen right here, though. That's not good. It doesn't sound like Tyrion's long for this world, he says, right? So that's not good. Man, I can't believe it. They're really going to kill Tyrion here. That's insane to me. Oh, he just laid down. He was standing. What happened? He has a debuff on him. It says, brink of death, not long for this world. Oh, no. It says, Wex, come closer. I'm standing on you, man. You must take up the blade. You must stop the Legion. Is that it? Is there anything else? No? Yes? You must become the Ashbringer. Oh man. Yeah, looks like he is actually gonna die. Oh no, everybody's kneeling. Best kneel too, I guess.
You will be missed, brother. We must go to Light's Hope Chapel at once. High Lord Fordring deserves to be put to rest among the ancient heroes of the light buried there.
Oh man. Yeah, it looks like Tyrion, yeah, dead. And it won't let me res him. That's not cool. I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, I wanted to get the Ashbringer, but I didn't realize they were going to kill Tyrion to do it. After all we've been through all these years? Man. Well, at least hopefully, you know, in Warcraft sometimes...
Gave everything for the Ashbringer. You gave everything. Tyrion would be proud to see you wielding that blade.
After everything we've been through with Tyrion, with the Lich King and everything, man, that really stinks to have him go. But like I said, sometimes, or like I was going to say, you never know. I mean, in Warcraft, you know, sometimes you'll come back as a ghost or something, and they'll be able to help you later, I guess. Alright, so these are dark times, Wex. I'm glad you're here. So, I thought we were all going to die back there. I owe you my life, Wex. It says, we meet at Light's Hope. We just might have a chance against the Legion with you on our side, but before we march on to the Broken Isles, we must put our High Lord Tyrion to rest. There is but one place suitable for a paladin of his caliber, Light's Hope Sanctum, a secret bastion of light hidden beneath the chapel. Paladins the world over are en route now to attend the ceremony. I know Tyrion would want you there most of all. So I'm going to join the other paladins at Light's Hope Sanctum beneath Light's Hope Chapel in Eastern Plaguelands. So that's kind of a ways.
Be careful.
The others should be waiting for you in the sanctum beneath Light's Hope Chapel. You should make haste.
Alright, so it says for here I can either take Dalaran Portal to Dalaran Crater, or I can fly to Light's Hope Chapel, and then my main goal here is to enter the Light's Hope Sanctum. But down here I actually noticed that they'd actually given me on my spell book, they'd actually given me Guiding Light, which is kind of cool, so I can actually teleport directly there. But if you've watched my other videos, I've kind of wanted to take that Dalaran Cradle Portal because it says that, watch out, there's a drop or something. So let's go take a look at that and see what happens. But sad times for sure, guys, right? I mean, we've lost Tyrion here. That's not good. And if other rumors are correct, you know, this could be a pretty terrible expansion for the Alliance as far as losing heroes. So this says the Dalaran Crater, and this sign right here says, well, it did say, I think maybe if I back up you can see it. Let's see. There you go. I think it says, oh yeah, drop. So let's go ahead and click on this. Warning drop and see what happens. Yep, gonna fall, but luckily I'm a paladin, so I'm just gonna drop right down right here. Oh, nice. I got the going down achievement. Well, normally I would just fly way over there, but let's go ahead and just take a teleport, because it's not gonna make much of a difference. So let's go see what this place looks like. Alright, so we are in the Sanctum of the Light here. So it does say enter the temple, but it's back here, so maybe there's another way in. Probably wants me to walk in the actual entrance. So we'll do that real quick.
I'm out of range.
Oh, wow. So it looks like the temple is actually going to be, you walk into the Sanctum of the Light, and then there's a little thing that opens here on the ground you can go down. Well, that's kind of cool. So, and then here we've got a Blood Elf, we've got a Blood Guardian, and then a Silverhand Protector Dwarf. Then a couple other Silverhand Knights down here. Silverhand Banners, some under construction signs. That's pretty cool. And these guys are all kneeling to me. We have a couple rooms over here. It looks like there's a bunch of weapons on the wall everywhere. We'll come back to this after we've done the quest and maybe take another look around. There's some more books on that side. Wow, this place is cool. The Ashbringer. Oh yeah, there's some other weapons on the wall right there. Hall of Champions Sanctuary. Wow, this place is amazing. There's all different kinds of paladins around here. There's Tyrion right there. Up here on the wall. Well, it may not be Tyrion. No, that is Tyrion right there. Yeah, wow, and that's Mograine up here, I think. Wow. All right. So it says, we meet at Light's Hope. I'm glad you could make it. This is a united force. I'm afraid I must ask too much of you, Wex. The Paladins of Azeroth need a leader. With Tyrion's passing, you're the only one that has a rapport among us to wear the mantle of High Lord. Inscribe your name into the Librum of Ancient Kings, and I will address the masses on your behalf. The Order of the Silver Hand is reborn with you, champion. So for my quest objectives here, I need to establish the Order of the Silver Hand using the Librum of the Ancient Kings. So they're going to put me in charge of all this? That's amazing that you kind of get put in charge of the Silver Hand here. Wow, and there's the Librum up there. That's pretty sweet looking. And then I'm going to get Guiding Light, which I technically already have here, so that saves me a little bit of time. It says, these fine men and women need a leader, Wex. Your deeds make you a clear choice to bear the burden. Come, I will address them on your behalf. Alright. So who do we have here? Okay, gathered paladins of Azeroth. You've come to mourn the loss of High Lord Tyrion Fordring. Many of you look to him as an idol, a paragon of what we all strive to be as paladins. I think these are all named paladins. They're not just like random NPCs. These are like the paladins from the quests around Azeroth. It says, may we all take a moment of silence to pay our respect to a truly great soldier, leader, and friend. In the light, we are one, brother. Inscribe your name into the Librum of Ancient Kings, and I will address the gathered on your behalf. Yeah, so like looking around at here, we've got Crusade Commander, Eligor Dawnbringer, Lady Liadrin. Yeah, these are all different people out here who are quest givers in Azeroth. That's pretty amazing. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. So click on the Librum of Ancient Kings. You've heard the legend of Wex, the paladin proven worthy of wielding the Ashbringer and succeeding Tyrion as High Lord. With Wex at our head, we can be the weapon brought to bear against the Legion. We must stand together against the coming of darkness. We must stand side by side and cast aside the shackles of race and faction. We must unite as one. Yeah, I see some horde in here. There's a Tauren over here, Sunwalker Atamo. The Blood Knights stand by you, High Lord Wex. Azeroth will not fall. So we got the Blood Elves on our side. As do we all. We must fight together, High Lord. So we got Vindicator Boros here. On this day, the Order of the Silver Hand is reborn. Together, Sargeras himself shall shudder at our might. Alright. You might need some new gear, though, Eligor. You're rocking some tier 2. It's been a while. So. Wow, that's cool. So you're the High Lord now, huh? So it says, we've done it, High Lord Wex. The Order of the Silver Hand is reborn. And I got Guiding Light, which I already have. So it says, Hand of the High Lord. High Lord, so long as you willed the Ashbringer, the Legion will do everything in their power to strike you down. We must not allow that to come to pass. You are our single greatest hope to drive the demons back to the holes they crawled out of. I humbly submit myself to your direct service, Wex. I will act as your eyes and blade where you are not. I will carry out your will until my dying breath. Lord Maxwell Tyrosus, at your service. Alright, this guy is serious business here. So we're going to get him as a follower. So let's go ahead and do that. And now he has Forging the High Blade. Even the most powerful Legion Lords fear the Ashbringer, and rightly so, but they are constantly at work fashioning new horrors and fiends in an attempt to counter the High Blade's might. High Lord, we must augment the Ashbringer's power to maintain our edge over the enemy. The altar before you carries with it the combined power of the countless heroes of the light buried in these sacred halls. Place the Ashbringer upon it, and you can imbue the blade with new strength. Alright, so I'm going to put it over here, I guess on this thing right here, and I'm going to imbue the Ashbringer with a new power.
Alliance.
Place the blade on the altar when you are ready. The light will be our forge. There we go. We have our Ashbringer up here. Looking awesome. So classic. I always wondered, there's a few people out there who actually still have the original Ashbringer. I wonder if you could transmog the Ashbringer into the Ashbringer. That'd be kind of funny. So, or you could just, you know, maybe have two of them. You can't really dual wield as a paladin, but yeah, that's pretty interesting. Alright, so what do we have here? We've got a holy artifact relic slot, which infuses a holy relic here to augment your weapon, which we do not have. And we have a fire artifact relic slot, which infuses a fire relic to augment your weapon. Okay, so we don't have one of those either, but what we do have is we have 200 artifact power, and we can unlock this right here. So let's go ahead and click on that, and then I'll read it once it unlocks. And this, it says, Wake of Ashes has a 40-yard range and a 1-minute cooldown. It says, call down the Ashbringer at the target location, dealing holy damage and snaring all enemy targets within 8 yards by up to 50% based on distance from the center of the impact. Demon and undead creatures are stunned for 10 seconds if struck by the Wake of Ashes. Well, that's going to be pretty handy in this expansion, even if you're a DPS using this, or yes, you will be a DPS since you are carrying the Ashbringer, for like 5-mans and stuff where there's tons of demons around. Being able to stun them for 10 seconds is pretty awesome, especially since it's the whole group. We have Righteous Blade here, which has 3 ranks as a passive. It increases the damage of Divine Storm by 5%, so that's going to be awesome for AoE situations. We have Might of the Templar, which increases the damage of Templar's Verdict by 5%. So Templar's Verdict, if you remember, is going to be your weapon strike for typically your single target that you're going to be doing. Does a lot of holy damage there. We have Protector of the Ashen Blade. It's a passive with 3 ranks. It reduces the cooldown of Hand of Protection by 10 seconds. So Hand of Protection right now has a 5-minute cooldown, which is pretty long. So reducing that by 30 seconds, I mean, it may not be that great, really. But it will lead you to the Blades of the Light, which it says Blades of Justice will deal damage to the target an additional 1 to 3 times. So that's pretty cool. Over here we have High Lord's Judgment, which we have 3 ranks. It's a passive and it increases the damage of Judgment by 5%. That probably ranks up to 15%, so doing more damage is always good. We have Deliver the Justice. We have 3 ranks here. It increases the damage of the Blade of Justice by 5%. Now, if you're wondering what the Blade of Justice is, okay, it has been replaced right here with my Divine Hammer for my talent, but the base Divine Justice, or the base of this Blade of Justice, if we can go back, let me go ahead and change my talents real quick and see if I can get rid of it. So which talent was that one down here? We need to get rid of Divine Hammer. There we go. So Blade of Wrath is what we have here, okay, and then we also have Virtuo's Blade, and now it's not going to let me change. Of course it's not going to. So Blade of Wrath strikes an enemy with the Blade of Wrath, dealing holy damage and generating holy power. That's what we've got there. So, alright. We have Healing Storm, which is a passive with 1 rank. It says Divine Storm now also heals allies within its radius by a certain amount when it deals damage. So that's very similar to the way it used to work, which is pretty cool. They brought that back. We have Wrath of the Ashbringer, which has 3 ranks. It's a passive. It increases the duration of the Avenging Wrath by 2 seconds. So you get 6 more seconds of Avenging Wrath, and it's 20 seconds now. So it'll be 26 seconds. We have Endless Resolve, which is a passive. Forbearance no longer applies to you. Well, that's pretty amazing. So does that mean that I can cast my Lay on Hands, my Bubble, and all of that stuff if I don't have any Forbearance? Oh man, that's going to be really fun. Can't wait to find that, how that works out in PvP. Alright, we have, let's see, we've gone over that one. So we have Embrace the Light. It's a passive. It increases the healing of Flash of Light by 5%. Now, I've gone ahead and replaced my Flash of Light with Blaze of Light, which actually heals a lot stronger. It's a talent that you take here. Our next big talent that we have is Divine Tempest. It's a passive, and Ashbringer causes your Divine Storm to quickly move 20 yards in front of you, dealing damage to all enemies within its path. Well, that's pretty awesome. So you can just basically throw your Divine Storm in front of you like a conal effect. That's pretty cool. Or maybe it's in a line, I'm assuming. So that's pretty neat. We have Unbreakable Will. When disabled in combat for more than 2 seconds, Ashbringer will break you free. Wow. That's going to be crazy for CC. You're just going to be able to break free every 2 seconds no matter what. I wonder if there's an internal cooldown on that. It doesn't say here. I guess we'll have to find out. We have Sharpened Edge. It's a passive. It says increases damage of Crusader Strike by 5%, so you're going to do a little bit more damage with Crusader Strike. Again, I've replaced Crusader Strike with a talent called Zeal, okay, which is an instant strike that causes holy power and physical, or it causes physical damage and grants holy power. And it increases your attack speed by 20%, which is pretty fun. We have Deflection here, which is passive, and the damage taken is reduced by 3%. It stacks up to 3 times, so I'm assuming this is going to be a 9%. And then our final big talent here, we have Echo of the High Lord. It says, when you use Templar's Verdict or Divine Storm, Ashbringer will mimic that action. So it sounds like Paladins are going to be really, really bursty and really strong again, which is cool, and they're going to be able to not be snared too much or anything like that if they have, if you're disabled for 2 seconds. So that'll be really fun to find out later on. As we go through and play through the expansion. It'll be great for actually PvE too, so
What can I do for you?
it'll be pretty nice. Okay, so we have Forging the High Blade here. I will continue to ask the light for ways to imbue its power more quickly into the blade. For now, the Ashbringer's new strength should be more than enough. It says logistical matters. I think it is wise that we introduce the Ashbringer to the Legion on the Broken Isles. Lord Grayson Shadowbreaker has volunteered to help coordinate our forces on the Isles. You should speak with him immediately, High Lord. Speak to Lord Grayson Shadowbreaker. Alright, so we're going to go do that now. We're going to walk back here and take a look at this place. So this place is awesome. He's going to run over there. So let's walk around here. So we've got some paladins back here. We've got some statues everywhere and plates. So we've got Leia Ford Dragon right there. Over here we have Crom Dawnhammer from Dwarven. Over here, it's hard to see, but it's Alexandros Mograine, which is who the Ashbringer was originally crafted for before his son betrayed him and took it from him in Stratholme. If you don't know the story, his son took it from him and killed him with it, and then Kel'Thuzad actually raised him back from the dead and caused him to become a Death Knight, okay, and brought him back from the dead and his son, and then he was given back Ashbringer because when it was used to slay Alexandros here, it actually became the corrupted Ashbringer, which was then given back to him by Kel'Thuzad. Before Darian Mograine, his other son, his younger of the sons there, he actually showed up to come and meet his father in Naxxramas and try to talk him out of being that, but turns out he actually had to kill his father Alexandros, and he was able to take up the Ashbringer again. Okay, so that was, and that's when it became the Ashbringer, and the corruption was taken out. Now, originally, it was actually found, the Ashbringer was built by Magni Bronzebeard in Ironforge, I believe, is where he forged it, and it was from Warlock Stone, like a gem that Alexandros had actually found, and they weren't sure exactly what it was, but it was pretty demonic, I think, or very full of fell energy. It was dark purple, and what they did was they tried to destroy it, and he wanted to use it, and they tried to destroy it, and they used holy light to try to destroy it. But what ended up happening was it actually absorbed all the light, and it became this holy beacon, which is what which is what Magni Bronzebeard used to actually forge this weapon. So it was pretty awesome. Some people think that the crystal was actually a Naru. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it is pretty interesting. Here we have Vindicator Marad. So we remember him. Let's see who else we have over here. We have General Lena Stormpike up here. Or Lena, I guess. This is Tyrion Fordring. Yes, I knew that was him. I already said that. You can tell by his sweet armor. Over here we have Eretor the Redeemer. Okay, and there's a little story, I think, if you click on these for each one of them. Nope, not quite. There's probably going to be. And then up here we have Uther. Clearly, Uther Lightbringer. So you can still visit his tomb. And I think we already went over there. Yeah, so there's all kinds of... this place is very Paladin. I love it. It definitely feels like you're in a Paladin order of a class hall with the silver hand banners all over the place and the statues of the greatest Paladins around. So very awesome. So let's go up here, and we're going to go to meet Grayson Shadowbreaker. But this is really cool too, these little candles everywhere. And you can see Paladins praying to the light in different areas around here. There's a couple training dummies that I can't attack for some reason. Oh, there's some over here that I can go after. Well, that's pretty nice. Alright. So it says, do you think High Lord Wex is a demigod? I don't think quite a demigod. All right, what do we have over here? So we've got a bunch of our paladins hanging around. We've got a book here, and then we've got this guy, which is a Librum of Ancient Kings. It says, this tome will fill the pages on the history and power of your artifact as your knowledge level increases. That's interesting. And we've got Sister Elda here. She says, whenever you accomplish a great feat, I'll be sure to jot it down in your Librum for posterity. Okay. We have a portal to Dalaran. And then over here, it looks like we have our command map. So let's go over here and talk to Grayson.
King's honor,
He
friend.
says, now is the time to strike back against the Legion. So let's do that. He says, a sound plan. The Legion still thinks us crippled from the broken shore. They think we are unable to fight back. Let's prove them wrong. We've been hard at work mapping out the Broken Isles, learning everything we can about each region for our imminent assault. Once you've had a chance to peruse the map, you should leave for Dalaran at once and charge into the Maw of the Beast. We will end this madness for good. Light help us all. So the first thing I'm going to do here, the quest I guess, is I'm going to select your first assault point on the Broken Isles. So there was just a message here in chat that says the adventure map in your order hall should now be functioning correctly. So let's see if we can actually open this and see if it works. Okay, so it looks like we've got the Sanctum of the Light here, which is, you know, in regular old Azeroth. And then here on this, it says High Mountain is available, and so is Stormheim. And it says for High Mountain, you have one of the last great frontiers of the Broken Isles. High Mountain dominates the northern horizon with its jagged peak. Its treacherous slopes are home to both the noble Tauren tribes and the brutish subterranean Drogbar, whose uneasy peace will be tested by the relentless march of the Legion. And in Stormheim, it says King Gin Greymane is preparing to take the mighty Skyfire to the bluffs of Stormheim to locate the Aegis of Agrimar. However, this land serves as the capital of the ancient Vykrul clan, whose leader also seeks the power of the Aegis and will stop at nothing to take its power for himself. So if we click on this, let's see if it'll actually let us take it. So let's click on this. Oh my goodness, it actually does. So we can go ahead and turn this in for once.
Bless you.
Alright, so we know where we need to go now. But we're going to go ahead and stop there, though, because this is going to be the end of our Paladin Artifact quest. So here we've got some heads of, it looks like Net there. Nefarian. Taking them out. Alright, so let's go back in here, and we're going to take a look at our Ashbringer one more time up close. So I definitely liked this quest line in terms of, you know, the way this... They need to straighten out their carpet. I mean, look at that. It's like bubbled up and whatnot. You can't fix that. I mean, this is a classy place after all. But no, I really do like this this quest line in terms of where you end up being in here. I do not like the fact that Tyrion Fordring dies, though. That is very sad. I'm very bummed about that. But let's take a look again at Ashbringer here. Okay, so you can see it's got the jewel in the middle there. A beacon of holy power. So it's definitely awesome. It's the Ashbringer we all know and remember. It's slain many, many, many of the undead and Scourge out there, and Legion members as well. So yeah, I mean, I definitely like this quest line. It was a little bit shorter than the other ones as far as how soon you actually get your artifact weapon. It wasn't a big journey to actually get it. It was just right down there, and you went and picked it up, and you defended a Tyrion as best you could so that you could bring him back here to bury him. So other than the fact that Tyrion died, I definitely like this quest. I hope you guys liked watching it as much as I liked doing it. There's definitely a bunch of really cool abilities that Paladins have now. You know, they play really fun. I do like the fact that execution sentence is very short now. That's very awesome, so I can spam that as much as possible. But I really do hope that you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button down below. And if you want to watch my other videos, I have all kinds of them. I'm going through and doing as many of the artifact quests as possible as they open up. I'm trying to get them all out. So if you'd like to watch those, please do. You can subscribe, and I'm going to be doing hopefully daily updates to these videos as alphas goes through, so you'll be able to get updated on anything that I post in the future. If you have any comments about this video or any of my other videos, please feel free to drop comments in the comments below. If there's anything that you liked about this quest or didn't like about this quest, or if you want to comment on it, please do. I love discussing these artifact quests. It's a lot of fun. And if you have any requests for any other types of videos or any specific artifacts you'd like me to do next, if I haven't gotten to the one that you want to see, please put it in the comments below or put it in a message for me on YouTube. So, well, that pretty much wraps up our Paladin here. Again, let's take one more look at the Ashbringer. It's very cool. Let's go ahead and get this backdrop in here. Yeah, that's awesome right there. There's the screenshot. So I hope I see you guys soon. And until next time, I hope you guys have a good one.